ما هو فيروس كورونا الجديد وما سبب القلق العالمي منه؟ الفيروس انطلق من سوق الأسماك في مدينة ووهان وسط الصين. يسبب مرضاً حاداً في الرئتين. ينتمي إلى عائلة الفيروسات التاجية التي تمتلك زوائد تشبه التيجان، ومنها حصل على اسمه كورونا. الفيروس من الفيروسات ذات الحمض النووي الريبوزي. هذا التكوين الوراثي يسمح له بالتناسخ بسرعة داخل الخلايا والانتشار سريعاً بين البشر، ما يهدد بخطر حدوث وباء عالمي. العلاج: التناسخ السريع للفيروس يساعد على حدوث طفرات جينية فيه، ما يسبب تغيراً دائماً في تركيب الشريط الوراثي الخاص به، وهو ما يجعل إيجاد علاج للفيروس أمراً صعباً. يتم الوقاية من انتشار هذا النوع من الفيروسات باستخدام اللقاحات، وهو أمر غير متوفر حتى الآن بالنسبة لفيروس كورونا. انتقاله إلى البشر: يعتقد أنه انتقل من الأفاعي أو الخفافيش. طفرة جينية سمحت بانتقاله من الحيوانات إلى البشر. الشفاء من المرض: يتم الشفاء من المرض في حال تقديم رعاية طبية مناسبة للمريض. الجهاز المناعي البشري يمكن له التعرف والقضاء على الفيروس، لكن أي خلل مناعي في الجسم قد يزيد من خطر تأثير الفيروس. الفئات المعرضة للخطر: كبار السن، المصابون بأمراض نقص المناعة، متلقو العلاج الكيميائي. التأثير والانتشار: ما تزال نسبة الوفيات بسبب الفيروس منخفضة بالنسبة لفيروسات مشابهة مثل السارس ومتلازمة الشرق الأوسط التنفسية، لكن قدرته على الانتشار أكبر بسبب فترة الحضانة الطويلة قبل ظهور أي أعراض. أعراض الإصابة: سعال جاف، ارتفاع درجة حرارة الجسم، صعوبة في التنفس. الاحتياطات الواجب اتباعها: الحفاظ على نظافة اليدين، تغطية الفم والأنف عند السعال والعطس، تفادي الاقتراب من الأشخاص.
Today we're going to talk about Corona. The abstract of the project. Number 1. The beginning of the Corona. How did it begin and when? Number 2. How Corona affected the economy. Corona affected the economy in several levels, and we will learn more about later. Number 3. What is impact on factories? Some factories going to shut down. Number 4. How did Saudi government deal with Corona and when they provide? Saudi government did many things, and now we will see what they did.
Hello, I'm Zainab al-Rumeh, and I will give you an introduction about coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic. It's a current ongoing global pandemic. The outbreak of the disease for the first time in the city of Chinese in December 2019, and the World Health Organization officially declared on January 13 that the outbreak of the virus constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. On March 11th, the outbreak's transformation into a pandemic. The epidemic caused severe global social and economic damage, include the largest global economic recession since the Great Depression or الكساد الكبير. Schools, universities, and colleges were closed at the national or local levels in 190 countries.
How Corona affected the economy. The Saudi economy outperformed compared to the largest economies in the world during the second quarter of this year, which is the height of the impact of the Corona pandemic on global economies. According to the specialized analysis reported by الاقتصادية newspaper, based on data from official statistical agencies in the countries covered by the analysis, the Saudi government was able to mitigate the impact of the pandemic on the economy through economical stimulus packages worth billions of riyals. Although the Saudi economy contracted 7% during the second quarter, it was better in terms of economic performance in 9 of 10 largest economies in the world, while only the Chinese economy surpassed it was a growth of 3.2%.
What is its impact in factories? The coronavirus pandemic forced lockdowns across Asia over February and March, paralyzing economic activity across the continent as factories shut, bringing manufacturing to a halt. Japan's factory activity contracted at the fastest pace in about a decade in March, adding to views that the world's third largest economy is likely already in recession. Factory activity contracted sharply across most of Asia in March as the coronavirus pandemic paralyzing economic activity across the globe, with sharp falls in export powerhouses Japan and South Korea overshadowing a modest improvement in China. Manufacturing gauges also tumbled in Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines. Purchasing Manager Index PMI service showed on Wednesday, underscoring the widening damage brought by the pandemic that has infected more than 700,000 people, abandoned supply chains, and led to city lockdowns worldwide. Japan's factory activity contracted at the fastest pace in about a decade in March, adding to views that the world's third largest economy is likely already in recession.
A separate Tankan survey by the Bank of Japan showed on Wednesday that business sentiment soared to a 7-year low in the 3 months to March as the outbreak hit scores from hotels to car makers. Things are likely to get a lot worse in the month ahead, Alex Holmes at Capital Economics said in a note to clients. Nothing to survive period for the PMIs likely didn't capture more recent lockdowns such as those in Malaysia and Thailand. The consultancy accepts global gross domestic product GDP to fall by more than 3% this year. But many measures have been short-gap steps to deal with the immediate damage to corporate funding and shore up banking system amid worries of a credit crisis. The International Monetary Fund has said the pandemic was already driving the global economy into recession, calling countries to respond with very massive spending to avoid bankruptcies and emerging market debt defaults.